Beneath the bustling modern streets of Rome, hidden just beyond the reach of daylight, lies a second, silent city, a sprawling, multi-tiered labyrinth carved out of volcanic rock. Hundreds of miles of narrow corridors, completely forgotten by the world above for nearly 1,000 years. These are the Roman catacombs, a massive subterranean network holding the resting places of over 500,000 early Christians, martyrs, and saints. For centuries, popular myth claimed these tunnels were secret hideouts where early believers built an underground civilization to escape the wrath of the Roman Empire. But modern archaeology has revealed a far more profound reality. These vaults weren't just simple hiding places. They were a monumental achievement of faith, community, and survival. In the late Middle Ages, as Rome changed and the population shifted, the entrances to these vaults were buried, collapsed, and completely lost to time. Until a single accidental discovery in 1578 reopened a door to the ancient world, revealing secrets that had been sealed in absolute darkness. Today, we are descending into the deep. We are bypassing the tourist paths, unlocking the sealed vaults, and examining the oldest surviving evidence of the earliest Christians. On May 31st, 1578, a group of laborers working in a vineyard along the Via Salaria struck something unexpected beneath the soil. The ground gave way, revealing a hidden gallery filled with ancient sarcophagi, stone inscriptions, and faded wall paintings. Rome was stunned. The city suddenly realized it was sitting directly on top of an immense underground Christian empire. An early explorer named Antonio Bosio spent the next 30 years of his life acting as an underground detective, mapping the tunnels and documenting the discoveries. What Bosio and later archaeologists unearthed shattered the conventional understanding of the early church. The graves were remarkably egalitarian. In a Roman society completely obsessed with wealth, status, and power, the catacombs treated everyone with equal dignity. The wealthy and the poor, the free citizens and the converted slaves were buried side by side in the same sacred earth. But it was the artwork painted onto the damp plaster ceilings that held the most captivating mystery. In the absolute darkness of the underground, the earliest believers left a visual diary of their deepest hopes. And the symbols they chose tell a story of incredible resilience. Walking through these silent galleries, archaeologists noticed that specific images appeared over and over again on the tomb doors. During times of Roman persecution, Christians couldn't openly use the cross as a public symbol. It was a brutal instrument of execution, and displaying it invited immediate arrest. Instead, they developed a secret, beautiful visual language, a code hidden in plain sight that only fellow believers could decode. They carved the anchor. To the Roman authorities, it was just a symbol of seafaring. But to the Christians, it was a hidden cross, representing an unshakable hope amidst the storms of persecution. They painted the ichthys, the fish. The Greek word for fish formed an acronym for Jesus Christ, Son of God, Savior. A simple scratching of a fish in the dirt was a silent handshake between believers. And on the ceilings of the largest chambers, we find the oldest surviving portraits of Christ. He isn't depicted as distant or unapproachable. He is painted as the Good Shepherd, gently carrying a lost lamb on his shoulders through the darkness. These vaults prove that even when forced underground, the community didn't focus on fear or despair. Their art was filled entirely with themes of peace, deliverance, and resurrection. The catacombs were a massive silent declaration that their faith was built on a foundation that no earthly empire could ever tear down. But there is one specific vault, hidden deep within the catacombs of St. Calixtus, that holds the ultimate testament to the survival of the early church. Known as the Crypt of the Popes, this singular room held the remains of 9 early Roman bishops, men who led a banned faith while facing the constant threat of execution. In this room, the names of the earliest leaders of the church are etched directly into the stone blocks. Simple Greek lettering, followed by the abbreviation MPT, the symbol for martyr. Men like Pope Fabian and Pope Sixtus II, who was actually arrested inside a catacomb while teaching his congregation, sacrificing his life for his flock. By the 4th century, when Christianity was finally legalized across the Roman Empire, the catacombs shifted from secret burial grounds to major sites of international pilgrimage. The great Emperor Constantine even constructed massive basilicas directly above the graves of the most famous martyrs, forever linking the underground church to the world above. Today, the lost vaults are no longer a secret. Maintained with deep reverence and scientific care, they stand as an open museum of human endurance. They are a tangible, undeniable link to the very origin of our modern world. A monument built not with grand palaces of gold, but with faith carved into the silent stone. The empire that sought to erase them has long since crumbled into dust. But the silent testimony of the catacombs remains standing. What historical mystery should we explore next? The lost treasures of the early monasteries, or the true history of the hidden desert monasteries? Let us know in the comments, and subscribe to join the investigation.